Hi. Okay, so this is the first time I've ever done this, but I feel like I need to say this. Not that I'm the only person saying this at all, but I just finished watching, well, actually a while ago, I finished watching the presidential debate between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, and I am still in disbelief that his name is even mentioned in the race. I have told friends of mine from the very beginning, from in the primaries when he showed up during the first debate, why the hell is he there? And so many people were telling me, no, he's never going to make it, this, that, and the other. And sadly, it is a fault of a lot of us, or almost everybody, that he's here. But it's the reality that we live in. He's here. And this debate, Donald Trump showed in flying colors how he is not ready to be the president of the United States in any near future or almost probably ever. He was basically showing the temperament of a child, and he boasted having good temperament, that he would be a great president, that he has the temperament for it, this, that, and the other. And he could not be baited. Like, Hillary Clinton, time and time again in this debate, knew exactly what buttons to push from Trump. She didn't do it the entire time, which I think was great that she didn't, because at the same time, it's not the job of a president to pick on somebody. She stuck to policy, she kept her composure, she answered questions that were given to her, she kept her calm, and Trump could not do that. He could not deliver, he could not help but be baited, and as he was pressed for facts or pressed for specifics, he almost never answered a single question and just diverted to something else or used some other backlash towards Hillary Clinton as a way of spending some time before the moderator had to move on. Now, there are arguments about what the job of the moderator is to do or not. For anyone who has seen the show The Newsroom, I really wish that news was that way, where you basically don't care about ratings, you don't care about what people want, and have basically, you don't have content that's driven by ratings. Rather, you just give what is actually important and what will help society or the audience that you have an informed decision about things. And they did a mock-up of a debate where the moderator is essentially fact-checking the candidate the entire time, and Donald Trump's campaign manager at the very end gave a jab to Hillary Clinton for saying that she changed her website to make it a fact checker for Donald Trump, and saying, who does that? Why don't we do that? Like, why don't we actually check on facts that both Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton are saying or not saying? Like, it is the one thing that has annoyed me about debates between presidential candidates all the time. Moderators need to start giving, like, when candidates are blatantly lying to the general public, at the very least saying, you're lying there, here's a clip, you're lying there, here's a clip. Like we need to hold the candidates accountable to it. And until we move into a system where ratings don't drive content, this is never going to change. And moderators, time and time again, by either networks or whatever, are given rules, or the committees that are holding or organizing the debates or whatever, are constantly told that, like, given rules about, okay, you can do this, you can't do this, blah blah blah. These candidates, the president works for us. Our elected officials all work for us, and the fact that we're too scared to hold candidates accountable is ridiculous. Anyway, I just needed to vent. You can agree with me, you cannot agree with me. I'm going to put this online. If there are any, comments between people that are backlashing to them, you can say whatever you want to me. I don't care if you attack me, but I do ask that anyone that's giving comments, don't, at least you can disagree, but be respectful, okay? I honestly can't see anybody or see reasoning to why anyone would support Trump. However, if you do and you see this and you don't like it, that's fine. That's your prerogative. The one thing that I will end with this message is, please, everybody, regardless of your, who you want to vote for or your political views or whatever, please, everybody, for my sake, get out there and vote. Register to vote. I am coming up on my 3rd year of being a U.S. citizen, and it aggravates me to no end that so many people don't really give importance to this great honor that you have of being a part of your election process, being a part of who makes up your government. And I don't mean just for this one. Like, yes, we usually see higher voting turnout for presidential elections just because it's big and it's once every 4 years. But change, like, if you want change from whatever side, change does not come from the top down. Change comes from the bottom up. And presidential election, yes, is great. There are a lot of seats that are open for both the Senate and the House. So please make your vote. Go out there, make a difference. We have no idea what's going to happen with this Congress. Whatever happens with the new Congress that's elected in there, I certainly hope that they're more, at least that they do more work than the last 2 Congresses have done. At least get some bipartisan work done, compromise with each other. There have been, through history, I'll try to see if I can find a link for it and put it on here. There is a poll that shows like how polarized our system has become, where yes, we have for many decades have had a bipartisan presence in the House and Senate, and we used to work together. Like, we used to make compromises. We used to do things for the betterment of the nation. And as time has gone on, we have become more and more and more and more polarized. I'm not going to say what Democratic... Sorry. Well, I just said it. I do normally vote Democratic, but that's honestly because I registered that way. For the longest time in my life, I didn't really know which one I was. And an ex-girlfriend of mine, actually on one of our first dates, asked me about what my political view was, and I didn't really know. She asked me a couple of questions, then she said, well, you kind of sound Democratic. And honestly, throughout the years, I've tended to have aligned with what the Democratic candidates have said. That being said, I also did my due diligence and watched all of the Republican primaries, and I did say to myself, if I had to choose a Republican for whatever reason, John Kasich would have been my choice. Of the Republican candidates, he was the one that I disagreed with the least. And people have lost that amount, or that bit of mentality where you can agree with someone else, or like basically keep an open mind. Yes, John Kasich was a Republican candidate. Yes, I was pretty sure I was going to vote Democratic. Yet I still watch the Republican candidacy because I'd like to at least say I won't vote for X person because of X reasons, not by saying I won't vote for them because they are Republican. And we've gotten too far to that where people who are on one side or the other will say, I'm not going to listen to anything that person says because they are of the other party. That is ignorance, that is dumb, and I'm sorry if that is how you act when you do, or when you listen to opinions. You're not going to get anywhere in life, all right? Listen to other people's opinions. You doesn't have to necessarily like influence what you say or think, but at the very least absorb it, analyze it, see how it fits in with your own beliefs, and then if you still believe what you believe, great. You at least have heard the other side of the argument. You haven't just plugged your ears and gone la 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 la. All right? Anyway, okay. It's been a long night, and let's see what happens with this election. All right? Again, go out and vote. Make a difference. All right? Don't just boo, as President Obama said. Don't just boo. Go vote. All right? Peace.